Okay. Alrighty, hello everyone. Sorry for the delay there. Had to get all of my supplies up and running. Got my big water bottle. Just made some coffee. We're ready to go. Rory, hi, how are you, my friend? Long time no see. How have you been? It's good to see you too. New job, doing what? Where? That's big news. Haven't seen you stream in a minute. Coming from me, that doesn't mean much, but... Alright, we left off, I think, at the Seethwater Terminus site of Grace. After making our way through yet another poison cave. Yes. Very good. Excuse me. AI for diagnosing heart conditions? That sounds like a really cool, actually useful job. Is that exciting? Are you happy with it? It sounds good, but wouldn't presume. So if we hug in here, you can see the dreaded flame chariots all over the place over there. Sigh. We'll deal with them eventually, but for now... give them a good wide berth and deal with this jellyfish camp. I don't know if they're going to give me a flask. Oh, man! I don't know if they're going to give me a flask refill or not, he says, but pops the wrong flask anyway. But the answer's yes. Very good. The good AI and not the commercial displacement of people AI. Well, you know, the thing I always say, I'm pretty consistent on this point, AI is a tool. It's just another technological advancement like anything else, and generally speaking, when it's employed under capitalism for the sake of profit at the expense of everything else, it's going to be a terrible, evil thing. We see that playing out. That doesn't mean there aren't good uses for it, and I'm glad you found your way into one of the good ones. And I should... In case that wasn't overt enough, in my mind when I say that, that means the problem is not the AI, the problem is the capitalism and the profit motive. Stone Sword Key. Excellent. Fuck, I love coffee. Alright, so this is... We're going to enter through the side door and then kind of come up behind as many of these as we can. I'll let this fight happen before I get too involved myself. Oh yes, Slats. I'm enjoying Dishonored 2 more than I don't know why I was about to say more than I expected to. I'm in Stilton's Manor right now. Yeah, dealing with lack of powers is always fun. That was kind of a lot. I was hoping to get a backstab, but his patrol pattern made that difficult. Let's see if we can... I was hoping I could do it on this guy, but no. I guess he does patrol. And, you know, Rory, not to pressure you or anything, but I'm really looking forward to that Silent Hill 2 run. You know, whenever you're ready to do it. Alright. Let's try and get the jump on some of these guys. Fire chariots are just the worst. You gotta do what you can to get behind them, but it's not easy to do. There we go. So you got a good look at what happens when you fail to get behind them as well. Let's try and get in behind this one. I don't know if I can close the gap at sneak speed. That's a problem. I really want to get the backstab, but I don't know if he ever pauses long enough. Maybe right there. Oh shit. You gotta try your best to get the drop on these, but it is not easy. This one looks like it made a stop, though. If that is the case, it should be easier. Shit. Oh, good. Okay. Now I can relax considerably. Where's the item the other one dropped? So I think that's all the chariots, so... It's just the monks. I can kind of give them a wide berth. Go for some backstabs. Well, I thought I might go for some backstabs. I guess not. Alright. Stealth is proving difficult in here. Alright, that's not a killed enemy. Like actual locked-in pickups I'm gonna save just so I can stay organized with my item list. Here's a group I haven't killed yet. That was my first chariot, that's right. Okay. Okay, with all that done, we're actually going to go inside now through the side door. Alright, got him. Prelate's Inferno Crozier. Colossal hammer with the appearance of roiling flames, weapon of the prelates who lead the fire monks. Its heft represents the weight of their guardianship. The hammer's head is unusually substantial, and strong attacks will fling foes into the air. Skill, Prelate's Charge. Slam armament into the ground to create a surge of flames, then charge in. Hold to continue the charge. I'll be right back. I have something to watch. Alright. Back to it. Alright, let's head south from here. Armorer's Cookbook 7. A record of crafting techniques left by an armorer who served the great General Radon. Contains knowledge of dealing with rot, the application of fire in particular. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: Giant's Flame Fire Pot. Three slumbering eggs. Golden rune 8. Gotta get out onto the scaffold here. Fire Scorpion Charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patterned on a scorpion, freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart that burns with fire. Raises fire attack power, but lowers damage negation. Heh, I'll survive, I swear it. I'll soon be back at the Volcano Manor. Alright, now we're going to head out the way we came in. Everything out there should still just be dead. Eight smoldering butterflies. And 5 mushrooms. Alright, with that, we're going to head back to Seathwater Terminus. And I would like to level up here. I think I should have enough runes to just do it without spending any. Good. already cleared these guys once. I'm not too keen on doing it again, so... There we go. 4 sacramental buds. Now there's a big epic boss fight in the middle of this lava lake that I don't want to do right now. That's the magma worm. Going to come back later when we're stronger. Just give it a wide berth and it shouldn't aggro. Get the Mikkela's Lily out of here. That was surprisingly damaging. Thankfully, they gave me a flask refill. Yeah, you can see the magma worm over there. That's a big no thank you at the moment. Alright. Golden Rune 2. Golden Rune 4. Golden Rune 2. Golden Rune 6. Oh goody, one of these. Have to bait something big into hitting it. These guys are not big enough. Hermit Shack, and we get Roiling Magma. One of the sorceries developed from the magma of Mount Gelmir fires a lump of condensed magma that explodes a short delay after hitting the target. Charging enhances potency and further delays the explosion. After discovering the ancient hexes of Gelmir, Rykard, son of Queen Renala, brought them back into practical use as new forms of sorcery. Alright, now as we head further up, we're going to get ambushed by a cocaine bear. That is big enough to break the statue. So we've got to lure it down here. Damn. Damn. Trying to break aggro. I don't know how far it'll follow me. Oh shit. That's a problem. Alright. I'm gonna use my flask and try and kill the cocaine bear. Got it. That was dicey as hell. But, in the end, we got through it. That's what counts. That was dangerous. But I clocked it. It did break the statue for us. Let me backstab this guy. We can loot this for 3 smithing stone 6. These guys do a lot of damage with those fire bombs they throw, so I actually need to take some care fighting them. I'm low on flasks after the cocaine bear. Gotta clear up here as well. There's a flask refill. Only one, but that's progress. I think I can actually get the drop on this guy. Gravel stone. That's new. Just a moment. A small clump of sharp-pointed stones, material used for crafting items. Such compound stones, found in lands once beset by ancient dragons, are said to be the scales of those very beasts. Very good. Not that it matters, because our next stop is a site of grace, but... that cocaine bear was tough. Almost got me. Craftsman Shack. So we're, as you can see, we're exploring Mount Gelmir. Don't miss the pulley crossbow. Crossbow made with pulleys and power springs. The complex mechanism, which required advanced mathematical and mechanical understanding to craft, was likely made by a certain genius who learned Golden Order fundamentalism. One touch fires a volley of bolts. Be warned, large stores of bolts can be quickly spent. Skill, kick. Push an enemy back with a high kick. Effective against enemies who are guarding and can break a foe's stance. Sometimes a simple tool is the most effective. Okay. So I'm going to run this gauntlet and skip these guys for now. I will come back and clear it later. For now, I just need to get to a site of grace past these guys, including the boss. We can use the Site of Grace Primeval Sorcerer Azer to clear the aggro. And you can see the Primeval Sorcerer himself right here. Talk. New. Sorcery. Comet Azer. This is the second of 7 spells needed for the Legendary Sorceries and Incantations achievement. Legendary Sorcery devised by Azer, Primeval Sorcerer, fires a tremendous comet in a torrent akin to the distant starry expanse, the place said to be the origin of glintstone. Hold to continue releasing the sorcery's power. When Azer glimpsed into the primeval current, he saw darkness. He was left both bewitched and fearful of the abyss. Alright. Okay, I've still got some sleep pots. Let's hotkey those. Try and eliminate the mages. Alright, she's not gonna break aggro. If I can get her to break aggro, I can put her to sleep with 3 sleep pots. Damn. Kind of getting rocked. Okay. That's ended up pretty good. She finally broke aggro. There she goes. All right. Alright, alright, alright. She drops a memory stone. Four sacramental buds. Starlight shards. Prattling pate, you're beautiful. Twisted clay sculpt in the shape of a demi-human head emits a voice that says, "You're beautiful." A wistful fetish that imparts voices and words on an eternal journey. Unconditional love. Unrestrained assurance. It must have been a mother speaking. Hyrotus Glintstone Crown. One of the Glintstone crowns bestowed upon Rea Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy, increases intelligence and endurance to the detriment of FP. The crown of Hyrotus was granted to scholars who engaged in nomadic study away from the academy. Errant Sorcerer set. Errant Sorcerer manchettes. Commonplace leather manchettes. Their hands are inlaid with dulled glintstone. Errant Sorcerer boots. Commonplace leather boots, sturdy enough to withstand a long journey. Errant Sorcerer robe, altered. Commonplace robe made of thick cloth. Worn by the Errant Sorcerer Wilhelm, one of the first tarnished to visit Round Table Hold. A silent seeker of sorcery who had gone so far as to make contact with the primeval Curran, Wilhelm was led by guidance into confrontation with his friend Vargrim, and it is said that he was then taken prisoner in Round Table Hold. Thought there was something up here. 5 string. Bloodstained dagger. Dagger with a blood-stained blade afflicts targets with blood loss. As blood darkened the dagger through repeated slashing and stabbing, its blade only grew sharper and harder. Skill, quick step. Skill prized by the crafty and fleet of foot. Perform a quick step maneuver that allows for circling around lock-on targets. Gold-tinged excrement. Finish my coffee. Golden Rune 6. All right. And we're not actually going to do this dungeon yet. It's very high level. We just want to activate the Side of Grace. We'll come back to do it later. Gelmir Hero's Grave. The beast eye quivers. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break to put away my coffee cups and grab another drink. Give me just a moment. Okay, and let me eat a little food before we get back into it. Okay, we'll take the lift back up out of here. Is that it? Six mushrooms. An arteria leaf. And look who we've made our way back to. There he is. The miserable little scoundrel.
Oh my! Well, here you are again. Oh, so sorry for that. I meant to warn you, but whoop, there you went. Despite my best intentions, I've done you wrong. I have. But here you are, standing tall and proud. All's well that ends well, eh? And my warning was spot on. You tell me different. Stay clear of Volcano Manor. End of discussion. I heard the brutes there hunter tarnished, like animals. Stay clear of Volcano Manor. End of discussion. I heard the brutes there hunter tarnished, like animals.
Alright, he's already repeating himself. Alright, we are warping all the way to Ronnie's Rise. Need just a moment to peel my orange. Alright, out we go. Always a few wolves out here. Looking for a particular spot over here. I'll worry about them later. That's a painting guardian from Dark Souls, or very much like one. Celavus's puppet, do not touch. Interesting. Having seen all that, we're going to head to Celavus's Rise. Before I deal with that guy. Here we go.
So you made Nepheli drink the potion. Well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Celavus. I doubt much it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady. You wish to begin right this moment? Well, your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it.
Alright, study sorcery. We want to buy all 4 of these. I'll spend runes to do it if I have to. Carrion Phalanx. One of the sorceries of the Carrion royal family. Creates a defensive arch of numerous magic glint blades overhead which automatically attack nearby foes. This sorcery can be used to cast while in motion. An enhanced version of the glint blade sorcery used by enchanted knights. Carrion Retaliation. One of the sorceries of the Carrion royal family. Swing your staff to dispel incoming sorceries and incantations, using their power to retaliate with glint blades. This was the Carrion royal family's secret means to prepare against the disloyalty of the Academy. The moon and stars would one day go their separate ways. Glintstone Ice Crag. Sorcery said to have been used by the old Snow Witch. The glintstone serves as a conduit, launching a mass of cold magic. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. The snowy crone taught the young Rani to fear the dark moon as she imparted her cold sorcery. And Freezing Mist. Sorcery said to have been used by the old Snow Witch. Releases a cold mist before the caster. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging enhances range of the mist. The snowy crone taught the young Rani to fear the dark moon as she imparted her cold sorcery. Alright, very good. About Nefeli.
So, you had Nefeli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with.
About Nokrin.
Well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you in the Mundle, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
Celivis's introduction. About your chambers.
You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please. Your oafishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nefeli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own, Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special exception. Now, choose.
Okay, Finger Maiden Theralina puppet or Jar White puppet? This is the one we're gonna take. One of Celivis's puppets, used to summon the spirit of a Jar White. Spirit of a man who wished to become the innards of a living jar. A jar-hurling specialist who throws all manner of pots and jars. The warrior jar once told the nameless man this: "You are not yet ready to join the warriors inside. No, you must apply yourself, better yourself, and one day I will return for you." And that'll do for now. I'm going to warp all the way out to Limgrave, the Waypoint Ruins cellar. Trying to remember exactly where that is. There we go. Oh, and I need to look at my item. Celivis's introduction. Scroll bearing a royal coat of arms, a letter of introduction written by Preceptor Celivis, addressed to a glintstone sorceress by the name of Selin. The contents of the scroll cannot be discerned.
Young apprentice. First things first. You are a tadpole when it comes to magic. Infantile. Without the legs to walk. So, to become a sorcerer, first, you must face your ignorance. Now, shall we start learning?
Show letter of introduction.
Well. Celivis isn't the name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Carian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
Show Azer's sorcery.
What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. And he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice.
Tell me your story.
If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Reelukan. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want Glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together.
Let us journey together.
Splendid. I thank you. This pleases me. It's been far too long since I found a fellow kindred spirit. You must have a fabulous teacher.
I have a favor to ask.
I need your help, my apprentice. Master Lusat is another founding Glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azure, he was banished from the Academy. Now he languishes in prison somewhere. My apprentice, can you find Master Lusat? With this Glintstone key, you should be able to cross the boundary that encloses him.
Celian Sealbreaker.
I need him to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. He's nigh a child of the stars. Such is his body now.
Lead on Lusat.
After his expulsion from the Academy, I heard that Master Lusat returned to his home, a place called Celia, in the eastern Caelid wilds. Thinking about it, I obtained the Glintstone key I gave you from a Celian sorcerer. It wouldn't be too much of a leap to suppose he's still cooped up nearby.
Alright. Celian Sealbreaker. Glintstone key received from the sorceress Selen. Capable of breaking the seal that keeps Master Lusat confined. Celia Town of Sorcery can be found in Caelid. This key was said to have been found in the possession of a Celian sorcerer. Alright. From here, we're warping to the Altus Plateau. Pumpkin helm. An oval helm large enough to cover any head. Very heavy and very hard. Reduces damage from headshots and impacts. The inside of the helm is pitch black, keeping the crazed warrior within from panicking. Perhaps its rather roomy interior also helps alleviate feelings of pressure and claustrophobia. Five fan daggers, which are also new. A set of 5 throwing knives bundled together, a concealed weapon cherished by the raptor assassins. The thin knives fan out when thrown, dealing damage to the target. Each knife deals paltry damage, but the wide range makes it suitable for constraining enemies. A warming stone. Clear these ballista guys. Now we can go back and fight that big guy. Don't mess around with Lane-Dell Knights. Very good. Very good. Sacrificial twig. Alright, make our way down now. Troll's Golden Sword. Sword given to the lesser giants who fought for the Erd Tree during the war against the giants long ago. Though they have lost their minds, they stay inseparable from their swords that are in sad shape, such that the gold plating had flaked away. Skill, Troll's Roar. Look into the distance and let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack to slam the armament down. Lightning Grease. Great Shield Talisman. Talisman depicting a knight holding a great shield. Boosts guarding ability. The Knights of Landell once modeled themselves after the Tree Sentinels. Their purpose is to protect that which deserves protection, and thus the shield always comes before the sword. Alright, we're looking for a gray scarab out in the swamp. I think I see it flying up there. Ash of War Bloodblade. This Ash of War grants an armament the Blood affinity and the following skill. Bloodblade. Wound self to coat the armament with blood, then unleash an airborne Bloodblade that causes hemorrhaging. Can be fired in rapid succession. Usable on small and medium swords. With them down, we can head up to the Erd Tree sapling, collect our golden seed. And a new site of grace. This is the Erd Tree Gazing Hill. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. Alright, cold caffeine. And now that we are gonna just warp back to the Altus Plateau. And past the hour mark, I'm trying to keep up with my big water bottle. Alright, so from here, still just another direction from here we haven't explored yet. A lightning-proof dried liver, which is new. Cured animal liver, dried out after pickling in a yellow medicinal solution. Craftable item. Temporarily boosts lightning damage negation, improving damage mitigation against attacks imbued with lightning. Well, no backstab, but no problem. Lux Ruins. I want to completely clear this place. Alright, well, it wasn't quite how I intended for that to go, but... we killed a bunch of them. Okay. Ash of War Shield Crash. This Ash of War grants no affinity to an armament, but imparts the following skill: Shield Crash. Two-hand the shield and charge forwards while maintaining guard. Weaker enemies will be shoved backwards and can even be staggered. Hold to extend the duration of the charge forwards. Usable on all shields. Alright. Three string. Golden Rune 3. Alright, we got Boss Fog. Demi-Human Queen Gillica. There we go. Hi, Steven. Welcome. Good to see you. How are you, my friend? Alright, and our prize for that fight is the Ritual Sword Talisman. A talisman patterned after swords used in ritual combat held to honor the Erd Tree. Raises attack power when HP is at maximum. The practice had died out by the age of King Consort Radigan, but remains of the arenas where ritual combat took place... Excuse me. Remains of the arenas where ritual combat took place can still be found in every land. Nicholas Lilly. Oh, I missed an item somewhere. Excuse me. There's another lightning-proof dried liver somewhere in these buildings. This could be it. There we go. Lightning-proof dried liver. And warp back to the Erd Tree Gazing Hill. We're gonna quickly fight another boss. There's a Tibia Mariner up here. The beast's eye quivers. Oh shit. Oh, in the parlance we call that getting rocked. I'm not going to use another rune arc until I get a better start. find the Mariner. Not his summon, I gotta find him. Crud. Damn. Where the heck is the actual Mariner? There. Found it, finally. Got him. Whew. That was a lot. Alright. Deathroot and Tibia's summons. Sorcery of the Servants of Death. Summons a group of those lost in death. 3 skeletons will appear some distance from the caster and attack foes before disappearing. The dead have long been left to wander. What they need is leadership. What's this? Leather-draped tabard. Padded cloth armor with a leather shawl draped over the shoulders. Widely issued to foot soldiers in a lord's army. Okay. That was a lot. Four Stormhawk feathers. Let's start looking around in here. Smithing stone 5. And just like that, we're full on flasks. Golden Rune 3. Six or 5 human bone shards. The only thing missing is there should be some Trina's lilies. Here we go. Alright, I believe we've actually cleared this ruin now. Gotta backtrack from something I do recognize. Alright. Here we go. Golden Rune 7. Golden Rune 4. Now we do want to use our stone sword keys. Key, single. Behind that remarkably tame encounter, we find the Pearl Drake Talisman +1. Talisman depicting a duo of pearlescent ancient dragons greatly boosts non-physical damage negation. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock, and so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Alright. Some sacramental buds up here. Dappled white cured meat, also new. A white sliced meat dried out after pickling in a dappled medicinal solution, craftable item. Temporarily boosts immunity, robustness, and focus. Lasts longer than traditional cured meat, but with reduced effectiveness. And behold, for all our trouble, it's the entrance to a catacomb dungeon. I'm going to pop a rune arc. Now that we're past the encounter where I died. So here are the Wyndham Catacombs. Very good. Locked by some contraption. That's the boss door. That's a pressure plate trap. I actually missed it. I wanted to jump off onto that balcony. Alright, there we go. Grave Glovewort 5. White flower that blooms in catacombs. Each a soundless bell used to summon spirits. Strengthens ashes to +5. Spirit tuning is not merely the simple act of imbuing strength. It is an art that lies somewhere between tuning an instrument and conducting a conversation, leaving both parties enriched. Alright. Getting started right away. Grave Glovewort 4. Grave Glovewort 5. Oh no. That's bad. Oh man. I'm getting rocked by some remarkably basic enemies. Ghost Glovewort 6. White flower that blooms in catacombs. A spirit nestles close to it. Strengthens renowned ashes to +6. Ashes which keep their renown even after death cannot be strengthened by merely corporeal Glovewort. And a knight. I'm plowing through. Lanedell Knight Helm. That's new. Helm worn by knights, sworn to defend the royal capital of Lanedell. The golden canopy represents the honor of standing among the tree's defenders. I appreciate that, Stephen, and you're right, I am. The entire idea behind the entire route I take is being overpowered at every step of the game. Grave Glovewort 4. Oh shit. That was a bad, stupid oversight. Let's use a stone sword key to get into here. And find the lightning scorpion charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patterned on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart that sparks with lightning. Raises lightning attack power but lowers damage negation. Let's start out by sniping this imp. Remove him from the picture. Trap floor, so run, run, run. Get out here. Kill this one the same way. Very good. Worth the use of transient moonlight. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Alright, Grave Violet. Alright. That's what we wanted to do. Get under the trap floor. More of these guys. Trick is partly to be aggressive. A strong fast is enough to kill them, and here comes a double giant crab ambush. Transient Moonlight will get us through this. Very good. Two magic grease, golden rune 5, an ancient dragon apostles cookbook 1. A record of crafting techniques taught by the capital's ancient dragon cult. Details techniques that harness lightning, the weapon of the ancient dragons. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: lightning grease, drawstring lightning grease, lightning bone arrow fletched, lightning bone bolt. Mr. Krabs is going bye-bye. I dare say, that went pretty smoothly. Alright, with the boss door open, we're going to head all the way back to the entrance and rest. Boss door's open. There's nothing between it and the grace, so let's rest and refill our flasks. Very good. And straight to boss fog. Flask, golden vow, enter, summon, transient moonlight. Easy peasy. Great enemy felled. Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing 1. The bell bearing of a forager who once picked grave glovewort flowers. Offer to the twin maiden husks at the round table hold to gain access to the following items: grave glovewort 1, grave glovewort 2, grave glovewort 3. Very nice. Excuse me. Yes, the ghosts running around are other players who are playing right now. We just see that little glimpse of them off in their own game. Make the giant single-player world feel a little less lonely. I love that. I love that feature in FromSoft games, honestly. All right. With that, we can ride the shortcut exit. Alright, no need to fight these guys again. Just gonna ride past everything we already fought once and get ourselves right to a new grace here. Back on Mount Gelmir. A glimpse of there are people like you somewhere right now. Exactly. So here's the Seethwater River. And there's a gray scarab. Right off the bat, make sure we get it. Very good. Ash of War Barrage. This Ash of War grants no affinity to an armament, but imparts the following skill. Barrage. Archery skill using a bow held horizontally. Ready the bow, then fire off a rapid succession of shots faster than the eye can see. Usable on light bows. Okay. Let's warp to the Altus Highway Junction. Because at this point, we're pretty much done exploring. And we can get a couple of upgrades right quick in Landell, but now we're pivoting toward clearing Kaled and fighting and killing Radahn, since Selen gave us the hint that that's what we need to do to progress Ronnie's questline. Let's see. It's worth spending enough runes to level up at this point. Okay, that'll do. Just keep raising intelligence. Alright. We're running a gauntlet, avoiding some enemies, including some tree sentinels for now. Trying to grab the next site of grace up at the top of these stairs. Just run past these guys. Run up here and grab the site of grace. In the capital outskirts. Alright. Outer wall, phantom tree. Very good. So there's immediately 2 golden seeds for our trouble, which is awesome. And the map of Leyndell Royal Capital. A new map has been found. Leyndell Royal Capital. So there it is. Now we can see. Right up to the Erd Tree itself. Map of the Royal Capital of Leyndell and environs. Leyndell, city of the Erd Tree, is a metropolis enclosed by double ramparts. The inner wall remains unbreached to this day. Alright. We're gonna juke another big bad boss that will come back and actually fight much later. Specifically that. Far enough away for it to lose aggro. To another Erd Tree sapling and another 2 golden seeds, which is awesome. Now we're gonna you finished Talos 2 100% in game without a single hint. Way to go! Wasn't that a fantastic game? Just such an incredible experience. Top to bottom, I loved every minute of it. So up on this ruined battlefield, there's actually a boss fight. Round 2 with Margit the Fell Omen. He's gonna spawn in, but I don't want to fight him just now. So again, just gonna juke him. Here he comes. Okay, now somewhere over here, on this side of the wall, there should be a new site of grace. Yeah, I did. I thought the DLC was great. All of it different and really enjoyable in its own way. Yeah, like the amount of content that you get for the $30 I think they were charging at the beginning, it probably costs less now. Well worth it. And I have to say, too, the third DLC, Into the Abyss, has some really god-level hard puzzles in it that were such a pleasure to solve. The very hardest puzzles Crow Team could come up with. There's what I'm looking for. Site of Grace over here. Oh, you did already play it. The way you phrased your question, I thought you weren't sure if you should or not. Here is the Rampart Side path. I fought them once, no need to rehash it. Loot this graveyard down here. Oh, don't get poisoned. I can't target it. There we go. There's another one in there, I see it. Golden Rune 3. Oh, nope, that's just a rock. Golden Rune 4. There's one. The puzzles in Orpheus are a pretty interesting variation on anything that you've done before you get to that point.